There needs to be a shift in our understanding as followers of Jesus living in a empire, a nation our size, with the values that it does run by. Um, I think there needs to be a shift for many of us, or at least an openness to consider that we don't live in the promised land.
Yeah.
We live in an exile.
I think one book in particular that deals well with this, that sits in the prophets, is the book of Daniel. Daniel is a great example of someone who is living in the midst of exile. He's living in Babylon, and you're watching his discernment between, okay, what are the hills I'm willing to die on for my faith? But there's other things to which living within an exiled world where Daniel does decide, you know what, for the better good, I am going to learn about Babylonian history and religion, and I'm going to read all their texts, right? Daniel had to read all the stories and be exposed to what we might say the media of Babylon. It
That's a
had
really fascinating way to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
he had
Yep.
to know the culture in the world. He didn't just live in a bubble eating kosher food and being
Yep.
excluded from the Babylon world. I think that's part of the temptation when we
Yep.
talk about living in exile, is to say, well, we're not of this world, so we're just going to have our own little bubble and our own movies and our own music and have no relevance to the world around us.